With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. 44-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
22 is coming, 22 is coming.
Throwing again. Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Jaguars 0. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
You can't block me. Mark 55. Mark 55. Yeah.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Brian, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Watson got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Big stop. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Yeah, alert. Alert. Yeah, alert.
On first down, Watson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 26.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now Haskins on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play.
Prime real estate after that last run, found his spot, and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At the 14-yard
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
They run with Hines. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On second down, it's Hines. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? But that was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Let's go, defense.
They go play action with Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Operating from the gun, Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Check, check.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Haskins. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now a toss play, it's Hines. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Hines. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On the option, Haskins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. That one complete. He finds Shark. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Steelers.
Here's Haskins to throw. pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
The shotgun, Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that?
The Jaguars.
They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Their own 3-yard
That
line.
is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Nelson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the Jaguars send out their punter. as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is taken around the 12. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Nyheim Hines, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Jaguars 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to you. Hey, check back 34. Line 30. 59.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he's going to go down again.
Deshaun Watson.
Devin Bush, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, Muhammad, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
19-yard line.
And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile,